Hi everyone! Welcome to my channel. My name is Irene and I'm so excited to be here and to share all of my love for books. So if you haven't, grab a cup of something warm. I have my tea. I'm so obsessed with tea. And let's start it. So this is my first video here on YouTube and it will be a get to know me. So I have prepared a few questions that it would be amazing if you could answer them in the comments as well so I can get to know you. And yeah, let's start it. So let's talking first of all on why did I choose to be on Booktube. Well, if you haven't noticed yet, I'm such a yapper and I tend to talk a lot. So one of my closest friends suggests me to open a YouTube channel in which you can create long content and actually yap about book. I was so excited so I can finally talk as much as I want while making videos. This is very embarrassing because I'm actually right behind my windows and people pass around there, so that's, if you see me blush, that's why. Anyways, stop talking about this. And yeah, I've opened this channel to be able to yap about books, to create an amazing community, and actually to make bookish friends, because when I was younger I wouldn't have any friends who likes book as much as maybe TV shows or other stuff, so I was really alone in my hobby. And now that the internet is such an amazing place, why don't talk about books all together and just share our favorites, etc. So I'm just going to give you a tiny bit of context about myself. So if you hear an accent, I'm Italian, but I live in Ireland. I've moved 2 years ago here for college, and in fact I am in second year of my international business with Spanish bachelor, and I love it really so much. I would never think about myself as a corporate girly, but I will be it in 2 years, so wish me luck on that. And okay, let's talk about favorite genres and books. So as I always said, I don't have one favorite books, because guys, there's so many genre and I love so many genre that it's so hard to just pick one book. So I've made maybe just a book for genre, and let's go from there. So the first one I want to talk about is classical books. I know that someone doesn't like them, someone's love them, but I actually really enjoy them, and I've read a lot of them when I was younger. And my favorite, it's just Pride and Prejudice from Jane Austen. I'm so basic about it, but I love it so much. It's absolutely my favorite classical book ever, even if Jane Eyre came really close to grab the title. The second genre that I want to talk about is fantasy. I'm a fantasy reader. I devoured all of the young adults series when I was 14. I would only read fantasies, and then I stopped for a good 2 to 3 years, I would say, and I started back in 2021 with Avatar. But my favorite fantasy series is probably Harry Potter. I am very basic as well. Even it's kind of like a head-to-head between Harry Potter and Twilight. It's just something that it's so close to myself, because those were the series I started reading books, and they just have a special place in my heart. Moving towards romance book, it's so hard for me to choose a romance, because I feel that that's the genre I read the most throughout the years. Because yes, I read a lot of fantasy as well, but mainly in the summer, because sometimes have to jungle between a really hard life in college and a tough world building my mind just cannot. So romance is something that I usually read more often in the winter, and it's very hard to find just one book, but I would say that I have one author that I would read absolutely anything about her, and this author is Al Kennedy. I'm very basic, I know. I love all of her books, and maybe my favorite is The Deal. It's just such a funny book. It's an okay romance. I love it so much. Moving towards the romantasy section, because guys, it was so hard to find a fantasy and it was so hard to find a romance that I needed a romantasy in between them. And yeah, I will be very basic again, but it's ACOTAR. I feel ACOTAR holds such a big space in my heart, because that was the book that kind of introduced me again to the fantasy, because I was saying before, I stopped reading fantasy for a good 2 to 3 years when I was in high school, and I started back in my 3rd year of high school with ACOTAR, and that's just why it's holding such a big space in my heart. So my favorite crime, mystery, thriller books, I don't read them as much as I would like to, but I would tend to read them maybe a few years, mainly during the summer as well. And my favorite from all time is by Wolf Dorn, and the name is The Psychiatric. It's such a good book, and I was completely out of my mind when I actually read the final, because I was like, oh my god, it's not possible that this is actually what happened. It's, oh my god, just such a good book. If you never read about it, just please do and let me know back when you finish it, because we're going to have to talk about it. I might even just do a video about this specific book. Let me know if you would like it. This question that I've planned is just talk about a little bit of my library and what I like. I'm not home. I have such a tiny little library here, which is just maybe a few of them in a little square that is underneath my desk. So I will attach here a photo of my library back home. Okay, well, talking about special edition, I'm actually subscribed to 2 special bookish box. The first one is Afterlight, which is a monthly subscription of romances, and it's amazing because you have unlimited skips. So you really can juggle between what you want and what you don't want to. The price is very it's a good price, to be honest, because it's £20 per book, and I mean, in Italy a hardcover is around 24 euros, so I would say that it's a good price for being a special edition, but the shipping, it's very expensive, so this is a thing that you have to take in mind. And then I am subscribed to Lunari, which is an Italian bookish box, and it's mainly fantasy, and it's one every 2 months. Let me know if you want the video in which I talk about special edition subscription, because I know a little bit about them, so if you want a video about it, that would be so cool. So moving forward on what do I plan to do on my channel. So this channel will be for all of the long form content. So I will bring you book reviews, really in-depth book reviews, so I can actually talk a lot about and not only say, oh my god, I love this for this, this and this, or if you like this, this and this, you should read this. So it will be a little bit more in-depth review. I will definitely bring you a monthly wrap up with all of my reads and what I like and what I dislike of each one. I will maybe do some readathon. I wouldn't say that I see them in a close future, but maybe towards the summer, that's definitely something that can happen and I would love to do. And I will just talk a lot about myself, and you can expect to find maybe TBR list or book I'm really excited to start, or even just some nice little recommendation. I will definitely use my shorts for some just a list of recommendation in which I only add the covers of the book of a certain genre. So if you let me know in the comment, and even if you have something that you are eager to see, let me know in the comment, because obviously I'm here to talk about books, but at the end of the day I am here to be your friend, and to be that bookish friend that you don't have in like your everyday life or close to you. And we're already best friends, guys. Like, to be honest, we're already best friends. If you're arrived here, just comment best friend and we're already best friends. Let's say that. Okay, I want just to give you a few fun fact about myself. I love books, but it's not only my hobby. I am an avid knitter and crocheter. I love to crochet and I love to knit. It's such a cozy little hobby that I do while I watch TV. But I am also a dancer, so I've danced since I was young. I am dancing with my college team and it's so fun. I mainly do ballet, jazz and contemporary, which I absolutely love. And I love to dance, it's so funny. Okay guys, I never thought I would say this is the end of my first YouTube video. Well done if you arrived here. I'm so happy to have you here and thanks so much for watching. I cannot wait to see you in my next video, and guys, happy reading. Let me know in the comments your current reading.